right over here. When you look at a game like this and, you kind of get down in a hole like that in the first half, is this one where you kind of just got in too big of a hole to be able to come back from in the second?
Well, how did you get that hole? And it's just not playing harder, and it's not executing. And you dig a hole for yourself, But when you get in a situation like that, you got to stay together. You got to stay together, and you got to work your way out of it, possession by possession. That's on the defensive end of the floor, as well as the offensive end of the floor. You got to get stops, and then offensively, you need to be organized and execute your offense. That team was really playing the same situation that we were playing in. A lot of guys out, and I thought they had a better flow, better rhythm. They had the intensity. They brought the intensity for 48 minutes tonight and pretty much controlled the game from start to finish.
How difficult is it when you are putting in players like Jalen or Sharif or even Lance, who hasn't really played with this group yet, to find that chemistry right away in a game like this?
Well, it's a challenge. Of course, it's a challenge, but they were doing the same thing. And, that's our guards, our veterans, our leaders out there they have to make sure that we help those guys out and we get organized and we help them get in the right position to run the sets, defensively, we get stops. You talk, you communicate, both on the floor and in the timeouts, and not allow, teams to continue to score easily, rebound the ball, out hustle you, out scrap you. We have to step up and say something to each other, challenge each other in situations like that.
Speaking of that scrappiness, I know Cam Reddish, you said you wanted guys to really just step up, next man up mentality. Cam Reddish seemed to be scrapping, especially that second half. What did you see from him?
Well, I thought he was aggressive offensively. He was able to, get a rhythm in that second half, and put the ball in his hands, and he made some plays. But again, one guy's not going to be able to do it. Even when we get our guys back, we've been saying this all season long. One guy can't do it. Two guys can't do it. It's got to be a collective effort on both ends of the floor, and we can't be so concerned about the offensive end of the floor that we allow that to affect us on the defensive end of the floor, which is happening for us.
Is that mostly what you saw in the fourth quarter, Nate? It seemed like shots were really starting to fall for y'all in the fourth, but then giving up 34 points is kind of what did it.
Yeah, this is, most of this league is an offensive-minded league, and when your shots are not falling, or when you're not getting shots, sometimes players tend to take that to the defensive end of the floor, and we have to forget about that and turn our attention to the next possession and defend. And we're not doing that. And, again, tonight we give up a big fourth quarter.
Was it good to at least get Bogey a few minutes out there and get him back?
Yeah, he was restricted to really 16 to 20 minutes. We went a little bit over that. That was a challenge to try to keep him under 20. But, we did the best we could.
How would you assess how Lance did sort of jumping in on the fly?
I thought he came in and he tried to provide some energy. He was being Lance. He does a good job of rebounding and initiating offense in transition, getting the tempo a little faster. He was involved in some pick and rolls, made some plays. And we really just needed another playmaker tonight. So I thought for the first time playing with these guys, he just tried to provide energy.